Welcome back, year one, and today we're having a look at exclamation marks. Now, I know you did some work on these with Mrs. Cartoon, but the robots just want to check what you can remember. So, tell your grown-up what an exclamation mark is, and let them, and if possible, draw one on a whiteboard and say, maybe if you're really ambitious, you could write a sentence using one. So, grown-ups, pause the video until you're ready to go on. Okay, so this is an exclamation mark. Give him a wave. He's looking very pleased with himself. So, how do we use exclamation marks? Well, you can use them in a few ways. You can use it to show surprise, to add emphasis, so that's when you're making a point, to show strength, when you're showing how mighty you are, or to show shouting, which is probably how it's used most of the time. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look. So there's two different ways you can use exclamation marks. First one is in a sentence. An exclamation sentence is used when someone's surprised. It always starts with a how or what, and it converts a verb, a doing or feeling word, and a noun. Can you remember what a noun is? That's right, year one. It's an object like our robot pals here, the robot dog and the robot. Okay, so they've got some examples. So, what a great footballer you are. How kind you are. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're moving on. So you can have explanations that aren't sentences. These still start with how or what, but have no verb. So, what fun. How lovely. But what about other ways of using an exclamation mark? Well, you can use it for a command. Go away. Eat your tea. Be quiet. Come here. And sit down. All of those are orders. You can imagine the dog or the robot saying it to each other. I wonder what they're having for tea. And it makes it sound like someone is shouting. You can use it for surprise or excitement. Now, to be honest, year one, a lot of the time you use it this way. Wow! And that's something I use a lot when I see your amazing work. I love it. Summer holidays. Brilliant. Oops. I wonder what the robot dog's done that he needs to say oops. So, I want you to have a chat with your mums and dads and decide what is different about the way that the sentences are with or without an exclamation mark. Grown-ups, if you can read them, I'll just give you an example of the first one and try to really emphasize the exclamation mark. So, I love your hair. I love your hair. Have a think about the difference there. So have a chat, pause the video now and decide what the difference is. Wow, some really good explanations there, but basically it brings a sentence alive. So when you're doing reading at home, have a look where there's an exclamation mark, look ahead and try to read with more expression in your voice. And now here's today's challenge. An exclamation mark can be used as an exclamation phrase which starts how or what. Can be used in an explanation sentence, starts with how and what and contains a verb and a noun, or it can be used in other ways to show surprise, emphasis, strength, or shouting. The robot challenge is write sentences of your own using an exclamation mark.